So over the past couple of weeks, I have analyzed over 500 Facebook and Instagram ads from outdoor living contractors. And 96% of them make the same 3 mistakes. And it doesn't matter if they build pergolas, if they build outdoor kitchens, or they are a full design build operation. It's the same mistakes over and over again. And in this video, I'm going to walk through them so that you don't make them and can instead build ads and run them in a way that beats your competitors out of the water and attracts the high quality homeowners to you. So let's just dive into it. And the first mistake is basically that you're making ads that talk about you. Okay? Most of the ads I see opens up with, hey, do you want something? A backyard transformation. We are company serving city and we offer all of this stuff and we've been in business for XYZ years and we do very high quality work, we are licensed, blah, blah, blah. The ads are basically just talking about the company. But the thing is that when we're advertising, especially on Facebook where you're advertising to cold traffic, in other words, people who don't know you, they do not care about you. And I don't mean that in a mean way, right? It's just that people only care about themselves and their problems and what they want. And so if your ads just talk about you 80% of the time, you're going to lose attention and you're not going to attract the amount of homeowners that you want, and especially not the high quality ones, because people only care about themselves. Okay? And you have probably experienced this yourself many times in your life, and I'm going to give you an example. If you are a contractor, then you probably get some cold emails and some cold DMs sent to you. And what do these DMs and cold emails usually contain? It's like, hey name, right? Hey name, we are. And then they go on to say what services they offer, what they do, that they're best in the market, etc. But I would bet that you stop reading after this. Why is that? Well, it's because they obviously don't care about you. They're just there to show off and speak about how good they are, but in reality, like, you don't care, right? You have your own problems, you are running your own business, right? You don't care about someone's whatever achievements or services unless it's actually relevant to you. And your clients and your prospects are the complete same when you are advertising. And so instead of talking about yourself 80% of the time, you flip the script and you talk about them 80% of the time. Their problems, their situation, and what they want. And you will see that your ads will crush because no contractor is actually doing this. Like I said, I've analyzed hundreds of ads at this point, these past couple of weeks. No one is doing this. So this is a huge opportunity. Now, the second mistake, only targeting the 5% of the market who are ready to actually buy or are actively looking for a solution. Most ads fall into this category of just speaking to people who have gotten quotes, who are already comparing contractors, who are actively looking to do something about their backyard soon. And the thing is that this segment of the market is the easiest to convert because they are actively looking for a solution. However, it's also the smallest portion of the market. The rest of the market, the rest of the 95%, are unaware that they even have a problem. But there's also a pretty big portion that feel pain, that have a problem associated with their backyard. Like, they're unhappy with it. It's bothering them in some way, but they're not actively actually looking for a contractor yet. And that's a pretty big portion of the market. Like 30% of the market, something like that, is feeling the pain, but not actively looking for a contractor. And yet, no one is talking to them. And so, if you can write ads to those specific people, then you can essentially unlock way more scale and also beat your competitors without directly competing with them, because You're not targeting the same portion of the market. And these people just require you to really connect with them and resonate with them and make them feel like you understand where they are, you understand their problem. It kind of goes back to point one again, where you talk about the prospect, right? And this is how you can reach these people also. You begin talking about the actual problem and you expand upon that and potentially handle some objections, but you can't go to these people and say, hey, we'll give you a free quote for your backyard. Like, they don't care yet. They're not looking for that yet, right? They need a bit of a longer sort of journey. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Now, for the third and final mistake, 0 differentiation. Okay, a lot of you are really good contractors and you have a lot of reviews. You've been in business for a long time. You do some things differently than others, but in many of your ads, I don't see any of that differentiation actually mentioned. It's basically the same claims over and over again. If you put yourself in the homeowner's shoes, let's say they're actively looking for a contractor, right? They visit 6 websites, 6 Facebook pages, they get different quotes, right? All of these websites, all of these Facebook pages say the same thing. It's like expert craftsmanship, licensed, family owned, quality work. These are all just buzzwords that mean nothing to the actual prospect. You basically just end up looking the same as everyone else, right? And so what happens is that they will just compare you on price. That is the only thing that is different, your price. And this is also why a lot of people get price shoppers and tire kickers, is because they haven't differentiated themselves in any way. Now, an easy way to help with this, it won't make all the difference, but an easy way to differentiate yourself is to just add specificity to your claims. So instead of saying something like, hey, we build premium outdoor spaces, which is a very common claim and doesn't really tell the prospect anything, you can say, hey, we build outdoor kitchens that come with a dedicated drainage plan, and in over 11 years we haven't had a single callback from someone saying that they have drainage issues, right? And you can even make the argument that many of the other outdoor kitchens perhaps have these drainage issues, and that could be your differentiator if it is the case that it is something that you do differently. So there is something in your business right now, I can guarantee it, that makes you different from others. You're probably just not using it, or at least not using it in a way that matters to the prospect, because again, they only care about themselves, and you also have to make it understandable for them that whatever you do differently is actually a benefit to them. It's actually a advantage, right? Now, if you just want me to implement all of these 3 things for you, then you can schedule a call with me by clicking the Calendly link in the description of this video. We actually book contractors 8 to 12 qualified consultations for projects starting at $50,000 by writing ads and building ads in the way that I've described in this video. And you only pay on results. So if I don't book you any consultations, then I just don't get paid. So book that consultation by clicking the link below.